Chieng. We got so much to talk about tonight. Kristi Noem fails a pop quiz. The FBI wants you to shut up about Jeffrey Epstein already. And while you were stuck at the airport, Sean Duffy did some redecorating. So let's check in with the best cabinet ever in another installment of The Worst Wing.
What a bunch of losers.
Let's start with Kristi Noem, Secretary of Homeland Security and One Woman Kill Shelter. She's in charge of the country's pathway to citizenship, which for hundreds of years has been a solemn, dignified process for achieving the American dream. But what if, instead, it was tacky and gross?
A surreal report that could turn immigration into a TV show. The Trump administration says it's in the very beginning stages of the vetting process for a reported immigrant reality TV show where immigrants would compete to prove they are the most American with a chance to win U.S. citizenship.
A reality TV show for citizenship is somehow the most un-American and most American thing I've ever heard of. Although we already have a contest to prove who's the most American, and it's called the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. What's more American than eating until your colon explodes and then going bankrupt from medical bills? But let me be clear, I hate this idea. Unless they're looking for a host, then I love this idea. And I'm available on Fridays. I will say it might be a nicer way to get deported. Instead of ICE agents disappearing you up in unmarked vehicles, Ryan Seacrest walks into your living room with a TV crew and is like, Carlos, we're taking you out of the USA. But meanwhile, Kristi Noem was testifying in Congress today about whether her administration is deporting people without habeas corpus, which is their right to due process. If you didn't know what habeas corpus was, don't worry, Kristi Noem didn't Google it either.
What is habeas corpus?
Well, habeas corpus is a constitutional right that the president has to be able to remove people from this country and suspend their right to...
Let me stop you, ma'am. Habeas corpus, excuse me, that's incorrect.
Okay, look, if Kristi Noem was just a random person on the street, I get it. If she was like, habeas corpus, that's a Harry Potter spell, right? Like, makes you invisible. But the Secretary of Homeland Security should know that habeas corpus prevents the president from deporting you without due process. Not that it lets the president deport you without due process. That's the opposite of what it means. And I didn't know you could have dyslexia for laws. Either way, Noem whiffed hard on that question. But unfortunately for her, the quiz was just beginning.
Do you know what section of the Constitution the suspension clause of habeas corpus is in?
I do not. No.
Do you know which article it is in?
No, I do not, sir.
Okay, well, it is in Article 1.
It was in one. It was the first. You didn't even read the first one. So can you stop? We get it, okay? Stop asking her harder questions. Like, how would senators like it if Kristi Noem asked you questions that she was an expert in, huh? Hey, Senator Kim, do you know how to trick a puppy into walking into an open grave? No, not so smart now, are you? Anyway, Kristi Noem, you still don't know the basics of American law, so I'm sorry to say, we're gonna have to take you out of USA. But luckily, I know. Won them back after the dog killing jokes. But luckily for America, Kristi Noem isn't the only one in charge of keeping the country safe. We also got Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, two guys who look like they should be henchmen in a Ninja Turtles movie, but are somehow running the FBI now. And before he took over, Dan Bongino wasn't afraid to tell us the truth about what the FBI was covering up.
Nobody knows how much material people have on Jeffrey Epstein. It's unbelievable. The guy killed himself, and now nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, exactly. Epstein killed himself? Ugh. Bongino knows the truth, and now he and Kash Patel get to see all the files. So on Sunday, they sat down for an interview to tell us what really happened. Because we know Epstein didn't just kill himself.
He killed himself.
What? He killed himself without air quotes? That is the craziest thing I've ever heard, all right? I was a single-issue voter on this. Why did you change your mind?
As a public defender, as a prosecutor who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, you know a suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
Again, you want me to? I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
I've never seen someone so sad that the deep state didn't kill someone. And also, hey, you can't talk so much shit about how the deep state did this and make it your entire personality, and then now you're in it and you're like just shrugging it off like, oh yeah, I guess they were right the first time they investigated this. Hey, if you fail that hard, you gotta let Hillary Clinton kill you, right? And finally, yeah, I don't know what we're cheering for. And finally, let's talk about the Department of Transportation. Recently, air travel in America has become what's known in the industry as totally f***ed. And I'm sure Secretary Sean Duffy has been working on a great plan to fix it.
We are moving Jesus out of the basement.
What? What, is that the new air traffic controller? Because that's what we need right now.
To all the great midshipmen at the Merchant Marine Academy, you let me know how important this painting was to all of you. Now, we all know it was taken out of a place of prominence and put in down in the basement. I worked with the Academy, and because this is such a historic painting, I'm announcing that through that work with the Academy, this painting is going to go from the basement back to its place of prominence. It'll be a moment to celebrate.
Oh, thank God. No. Thank God, because when my plane is going down, I can tell the person next to me, don't worry, that's a shitty Jesus painting is upstairs at the Merchant Marine Academy now. For more on the return of the Jesus painting, let's go live to the painting and hear from the King of Kings himself, Jesus Christ.
Hello, my child.
Wait, hang on, Jesus, you're white? I mean, I thought the real Jesus was like Middle Eastern or something.
Well, I can take any form I wish, and this particular one gets me through airport security faster.
Right. Of course. Hey, Your Majesty, Sean Duffy is taking you out of the basement. I mean, you gotta be happy about that.
No, I'm not happy about it. There's plenty of other things to be worried about right now. Planes are falling out of the sky. Boats are crashing into the Brooklyn Bridge. Newark Airport killed itself. I mean, not to brag, but when I was on Earth, we had 0 plane crashes.
Yeah, I guess that's technically true. Hey, at least you can be seen by more people in this historic painting.
This shitty painting? The one that looks like it was made at a bachelorette party drink and draw? I've seen better portraits of myself on toast, okay? You think this is how I want to be seen? Hovering over a boat full of sailors. Hey, everybody, look! It's that famous painting, Jesus drowns in semen. No. I was fine in the basement. I've had my pictures in worse places. Irish grandmothers' bedrooms, prison cells, Mexican restaurants with a C health rating. Muy grandes las cucarachas, no me gusta. The point is, worry about stuff that's actually going on.
Okay, well, I mean, you're kind of Jesus. Like, can't you help us with some of this airport stuff?
No! I've got more important things on my plate than fixing all your unforced errors. There's war, famine, the Knicks. You're welcome, by the way.
Oh, whoa, holy crap. Wait. So that was you.
Oh, no. The Knicks got this far by themselves. Yeah. Of course it was me.
Okay, so are they going to go all the way?
Oh, my God, this really is a comedy show.
All right. All right, well, hey, can you get me courtside seats?
For you? Anything.
All right, awesome. I'm going to bring my friend, Jordan Clever.
No f***ing way, all right? I hate that guy. Not my best work, you know? You can't make the body long and the head long. I mean, what was I thinking?
Okay. Amen to that. That's very accurate. Hey, Jesus Christ, everybody. Hey.